we have actually shown you the different bond yields that you can earn if you invest in different segments of the bond market. And naturally, of course, if you invest in a high yield bond market, you would get a higher return or higher yield because the risk is higher. If you go down the curve here, you can see that treasuries and government bonds will give you a lower yield. And cash rate now is practically at almost 0%, especially in the developed markets, and a lot of bonds are also trading at negative yields. So in this current low yield environment, and what is interesting is also that as at end of 2020, only about 30% of global bonds are trading above 1%. That makes my job very difficult, as a long-term investors wants to get more returns, right? And when we look at this and we want to look at economic recovery, as well as what kind of risk in terms of corporate default, when we take into account all these factors, we actually like Asia. Okay, we think Asian bonds will do well in 2021. Number one is driven by valuation. As you can see here, Asian high yield bonds is still giving you some pretty decent yields compared to other segments of the market. And historically as well, Asian bonds are less volatile compared to other emerging markets, such as in Latin America. So we are less volatile and the valuations still look attractive. But more importantly is we believe that the Asian economies are in a better position as well to recover from the COVID-19. If you look around, of course, there's a few countries that have very high COVID cases, like India, and in Southeast Asia, closer to home, we are also seeing that COVID cases are rising. But if you compare the numbers against what we are seeing in the developed markets like the US, UK, and Europe, they are having a lot more COVID cases compared to Asia. And countries like China, we believe will be one of the strongest to recover from COVID, and they will also help to pull the whole Asian growth along as well. Yeah, so in short, we like Asian bonds because it provides us a higher valuation, higher yields, as well as the better fundamentals.